But it got to a point that I really couldn't work anymore. They noticed when we cannot produce. There was a special camp. It's called Lager 7, which is Camp 7, and we already know people who go to that camp. The longest you're there is 3 days, and they take you to Dachau. So we went there with my two cousins, Idemeier and Joseph. We were there for 1 day, and the next day was nice, and we were hungry because they don't feed you once you're in that camp. And the grass was coming up already a little bit, and Idemeier said, I'm going to try to eat grass. Maybe it's going to be good just like a cow eats. And he ate, and he told me it's okay. When I was trying to eat it, I just couldn't eat it. I just didn't want to go down. So the next day, they took us the same kind of train, the cattle train, but this time couldn't be standing in the room only because nobody was able to stand. We were so weak, we could only sit on the floor. And the same thing happened. The American bombs came and the train stopped, and they told us to run into the woods till the plane passes by. I was able hardly to get up. My cousin Joseph, he told me to help him get up. I tried to help him, I couldn't do it. I said, Idemeier, you have to come help me to pick him up. He said, I could hardly walk myself. Same guy, he didn't want to give me a piece of potato, didn't want to help me with my cousin. So I had to drop him, and I went out. And when we came back after the planes passed us, Joseph was no longer there. I don't know what happened to him. And when we came home, one of his brothers and sisters survived, and they asked me about Joseph, because they know we were together. I couldn't come up to tell him. I always ignored the question, I went into something else. After 20 years, I was able to tell him the story what happened to his brother.